RavenQuest BioMed is a diversified cannabis company with divisions focused upon cannabis production, management services and consulting, and specialized research and development. RavenQuest maintains a research partnership with McGill University focused on cultivar strain recognition, plant stabilization, and yield maximization of the cannabis plant. The company focuses on partnerships with indigenous communities. RavenQuest BioMed trades on the CSE under the symbol RQB.
Matthew McDonald joins me now from RavenQuest Bio. Matthew, welcome back.
It's good to be here. Thank you, James.
Matthew, give me an update. What's the latest on RavenQuest BioMed?
Okay, so over the last 20 months or so, this company has spent its time building out two state-of-the-art facilities. We've now got our revolutionary orbital garden technology up and running and fully populated throughout our Edmonton facility. So that has been great. And just recently, actually, over the last about a week and a half ago, the company did a news release talking about the quality and the cleanliness of our cannabis product that's been coming out of the orbital gardens. The certificates of analysis did come back with close to zero microbial content in the plant material itself. We have been a consultant in the space, both privately and as a public company, since 2013. We've seen a lot of COAs in our time, and that is the lowest we've seen. So that's very clean content coming out of the Edmonton Orbital Garden facility. And Health Canada just did a recent visit to that facility as well to look over the new technology that we've done there, and everything came back and passed very well with Health Canada. So we're very excited about what's been happening just in the distant past with building the facilities, and then in the recent past with the results that we're getting out of the plant material itself. So that's what's been happening recently, and we're quite excited about what's been going on there.
You bet. Okay, and tell me, how are you getting ready for the onset of the edibles market and the extracts market in Canada?
So yeah, we're big believers. I mean, a lot of the MSOs in the U.S. that we've spoken with, and we've seen some of those income statements as well, that vaporization products are going to be a dominant product in the space. And we have a differentiated product that we've been working at RavenQuest. It's what we've been working on is the formulation for what we call a whole plant extract or a full plant extract product that would be in a vaporization cartridge. What that essentially means and what makes it different from the other products out there that you've seen that would perhaps have a single compound or a bit of THC or CBD mixed into a carrier oil from a fractional distillate. The full plant extract product is very different because it brings basically the entire plant material all the way through and shines all the way through to the vaporization cartridge. So most of the plant material inside that cartridge is most of the material inside that cartridge is plant material, and that will result in just a delightful flavor for the end user.
Wow, fantastic. And you guys have started to make some moves into Norway as well.
Well, we've got our Norwegian partners, BioCare, which we've spoken about. We signed a heads of agreement with them earlier this year with a view towards major expansion into the European marketplace. So we're very excited about the possibility of, in the near term, being able to bring that across into a definitive agreement with our Norwegian partners. And what that would mean would be beginning to expand into Portugal. We've got 2 sites picked out in Portugal already. So we've got basically our troops lined up and we're ready to go with expansion into Portugal. We're very excited about that. If you see what's been happening with the majors and you look at some of their revenues that have been coming across, significant portions of revenue from some of the major producers is coming from across the pond in Europe. So we think that just further legitimizes our efforts to expand into the European market. And believe me, we believe that beyond Portugal, because our partners from Norway have significant funding capacity and significant political relationships throughout Europe, that the expansion starting in Portugal could indeed move beyond Portugal throughout Europe as well.
So is it RavenQuest Bio's sort of plan to become like a canopy of Europe?
Well, certainly. I mean, we've got large growth plans for Europe, starting with Portugal. And I think it's a true statement to say that there is no dominant player in Europe. We think we've selected the right partner, and that partner has been inside our Edmonton facility. They've done due diligence, as you saw in the news release, with the heads of agreement with BioCare. They did due diligence across a number of very large companies here in Canada, and ultimately decided that they wanted to form a partnership with RavenQuest because of the ultra-modern facility and the orbital gardens and all the benefits that the gardens bring, using less power, using less water, using less nutrients, and producing far more cannabis on a much smaller footprint. This is really what we call Cannabis 2.0 from a perspective that we're taking it to the next level as far as producing consistent plant material, the way that we can control that environment inside those orbital gardens with precision. Our European partners in Norway saw that. They've been inside those facilities. They're very excited about the idea that we can basically drag and drop that technology in any climate, in any part of Europe, and really deliver the exact same consistent product to the end consumer or the end patient, no matter where you are in the world.
Right. Awesome. So I guess that makes RavenQuest BioMed's product is going to be very attractive to EU GMP certifiable extraction processors and to companies making cannabinoids into APIs for the pharmaceutical industry.
Absolutely, and what pharmaceutical players that are looking at cannabis are looking for is consistency of product. And when you look at what RavenQuest has built, both with the orbital gardens and the precision control we have inside that plant environment, and combine that with what we're doing with our partnership at McGill University, researching out exactly cultivar recognition, plant stabilization, and yield maximization, that addresses all of the things that pharmaceutical players are looking for to deliver a consistent product, end product, that they can work with and deliver various other products from that.
Wow, that's fantastic. All right, Matthew, we're going to leave it there for now. That's a great update. Thank you so much for joining me today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me, James. Have a great day.
You too. Bye for now.